camino a Temascalcingo. ¿Cuál es Temascalcingo?
Temascalcingo sería aquí.
Okay.
A map is essential for this journey. JosÃ Ignacio Ãvalos has so much to show his visitors that he's decided to book a helicopter. So early in the morning, we took off from an airport near Mexico City.
To enjoy the ride, because you have a much better view.
The journey to the Mazahua region, northwest of the Mexican capital, would have been very tiring by car. JosÃ Ignacio's organization, Un Kilo de Ayuda, a kilo of aid, has been caring for Mexico's indigenous people here for many years.
This area is the second area that is producing undernourished children in the country, so that's why we decided to come here, and we have a very large operation here with a nutrition program, which also is going to be increased by 6,000 families this year.
An hour later, we land near the settlement of Santa Ananichi, one of the poorest and least populated parts of the country.
Yo, Víctor. Bien, ¿y tú? ¿Cómo regresaron?
Bien,
¿Sí?
We're visiting one of the oldest Un Kilo de Ayuda projects.
¿Sí?
Nowadays, the organization is active in 7 of the country's states.
¿Cómo están? Qué bueno, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo se llaman?
Yo me llamo Benita.
JosÃ Ignacio.
Teodora.
Teodora, ¿cómo está? ¿Y su chiquito?
Es niña, se llama Belén.
Ah, pues sí, pues está de rosa, ¿verdad? Hola, Belén. ¿Cómo estás?
How long can acute bronchitis last? Today they're giving the villagers basic knowledge about hygiene and illness. A team of Un Kilo de Ayuda specialists visits the community once every 2 weeks. The mothers check their children's height and weight themselves now. The results, entered into individual growth charts, should move from red to green.
Magali que bajó, ya está en el rojo.
¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo te llamas?
JosÃ Ignacio has noticed this small girl. Her grandmother tells him she doesn't know her granddaughter's exact age.
Empieza, a ver, ¿vienes? ¿Vienes?
Little Amélie's mother disappeared recently, leaving her with her grandmother. Hers is one of many hardship stories involving families in this area. 75.5 centimeters. Amélie is 7 centimeters too small for her age.
She has very little hair, no? Okay, she doesn't smile. She's very slow reacting. No, that's why I always tell them to dame tu manita, dame tu manita. So the reaction is very slow, okay, and there is no expression in the face. No, so this is, for me, no, it tells me that she's undernourished, and I am asking her granny that we should bring her into the program today. We cannot delay it because she's at a critical stage. She's 2 years old and is not yet able to speak a word.
Fíjate, este va aquí. A ver.
Very simple tests are used to assess the children's mental development. It's no problem for little Emmanuel.
¿A dónde va? Ah, bravo.
We focus a lot on capacitating the mothers to do early stimulation. Before they would have their kids in the rebozo and without moving, no? So we have taught them to make their children move since a very early age. No?
Every 2 weeks, the families are given a food package worth some $15, a fortune in this area.
This is amaranto, produced exclusively for us. No, this is pasta, beans, rice, sugar, and then cookies for the children. Milk, we give 2 glasses of milk per each child a day. No, it's the corn flour and oil. No, and then a candy for the children, which is mazapan, which is a big nutrient. No, it's the. You can take that picture of it. It's better there than here. Okay. Adios.
JosÃ Ignacio tells us food is expensive in the countryside because shopkeepers have to pay a lot for it themselves. But here things are different. Mi tienda, or my shop, is another of JosÃ Ignacio's ideas.
No, we're delivering just 3 bottles, no? If you would have to buy from the supply from a wholesaler, no, he would have to buy the box, no, and then he would have his money stock for a longer period of time, no. So as you can see, he has very little inventory in each good, and the pricing is the same price here that you can buy in Walmart.
As the day draws to a close, we return to Mexico City. There wasn't enough time to cover all of JosÃ Ignacio Ãvalos' activities. He also runs hospitals and has founded a bank for microcredit that's now one of the largest in Latin America. His admirers are said to call him a serial rather than a social entrepreneur. He tells us his sole interest is in the children and their families.
They have no running water, they don't have a bathroom, they do have a stove, they don't have a radio, they don't have a refrigerator, and they do have a television set. It's 7 people in the house living in 2 rooms.
But what makes the children so needy, ill and malnourished? Un Kilo de Ayuda has been collecting scientific data from its projects with the aim of offering individual aid in every case.
We're in a global world and we have to address poverty differently than the way we were doing it 30 years ago. So we have to move forward. And I think that InfoKilo and Un Kilo de Ayuda are creating this evidence in order to move forward and to use this technology. It's not expensive. Maybe before it was. But now it can be massively done, and it's not expensive to do it.
Moreover, numbers and data help persuade sponsors. Now, 20 years after it began, income from donations allows Un Kilo de Ayuda to care for 50,000 children. Still, JosÃ Ignacio Ãvalos says they'll have to reach at least 1.5 million children before malnourishment in Mexico has been eliminated. And if anyone can do it, he can.